Hi, everybody. It's Ami here. I'm just going to read you a little story today called Miss Spider's Tea Party. Miss Spider's Tea Party by David Kirk. And that's Miss Spider. I don't know what this book is about. We're going to find out. One lonely spider sipped her tea while gazing in the sky. She watched the insects on the leaves and many flying by. Oh, if I had friends like these, she sighed, who'd stay a while with me, I'd sit them down on silken chairs and serve them cakes and tea. So Miss Spider wants some friends. She doesn't have any friends, I think. She's lonely. Have you ever been lonely before? Yeah, me too. Two timid beetles, Ike and May, crept from the woodwork that same day. But when Miss Spider begged, please stay, they shrieked, oh no, and they dashed away. There they are. She said, please stay for my party. And they said, no. And they ran away. I wonder why. Maybe they're scared. I don't know. I don't know why. Three fireflies flew inside that night, their spirits high, their tails alight. They spied the web and squeaked in fear. We better get away from here. The little trio did not feel they'd care to be a spider's meal. Oh, these three, they came too, but they also got scared because they thought that the spider was going to eat them. So they all flew away. Yeah, I can understand that, I guess. But still, it's pretty sad. Four bumblebees buzzed by outside. Please come to tea, Miss Spider cried. The four ignored her swaying there. She waved a tea towel in the air. She took a cup and tapped the glass. And then one bee spoke to her at last. We would be fools to take our tea with anyone so spidery. And they all said no, because they did not want. There she is. She's telling them, come inside for a tea party. And they're saying, no way, we'd be fools to go inside. I think they're afraid that she might eat them. Because spiders do like to catch bugs and eat them, don't they? Within the shadows of the room, just peeking out from behind a broom, five laughing faces bobbed and peered, and Miss Spider smiled. Her heart was cheered. Descending for a closer look, she danced into the gloomy nook, but sadly found those jolly mugs belonged, alas, to rubber bugs. Okay, so it was a fake, some toy bugs, not real ones that she saw. She thought she found some friends, but really they were just little toy bugs. They weren't real. Poor Miss Spider, but I think I would be scared. If I was a bug, I think I would be scared of a spider too, because spiders catch bugs in their net and in their webs, and then they get all sticky and they can't get out, and the spider comes and covers them up with their webs and then saves them and eats them. So maybe that's why they're scared. Some ants strode in. They numbered 6, but ants with spiders will not mix. She brewed them tea from hips of roses. The proud platoon turned up their noses. So the ants said, no, thank you, even though she made them tea. They all said, no, thank you. There they are. And they left. They said, nope, we don't want it. A fine bouquet concealed its prize of 7 sweet, dainty little butterflies. Miss Spider watched from the wall. She was not aware of them at all. There they are. There was butterflies. See if you can count 7. It says there were 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I found 7. How about you? Can you find 7? And I see the spider too. Here we go. The tea table was set for 8 with saucers. That means like little plates that you put cups on top of, cups and silver plates. The cakes were fresh. I love cake. And the service gleamed, yet no one would arrive, it seemed. Her company and no demand left her a cup for every hand. So she had 8 hands and she had 8 cakes and 8 cups. And she was just feeling sad because she had the whole tea party set and nobody came. That's kind of sad. 9 spotted moths kept safe and warm and shelter from a thunderstorm. They stood beneath an open sash and watched the jagged lightning flash. Miss Spider dropped down on a thread, a silver tray above her head. She hoped to please them, but instead, so there she is coming down to see the 9 moths. Coming down to see them. But instead, she's hoping to invite them. They flew away in mortal dread. That means they flew away in fear. Again, what were they scared of? They were scared that she was going to eat them. Oh, she started crying. They left me all alone, she cried. She dabbed her eyes and sadly sighed. It's plain no bug will ever stay. Her tears splashed down upon the tray because she was so sad that nobody was coming to her tea party. Everybody was scared. The page. 10 tiny streaming cups of tea were perched atop her trembling knee. She sipped and sobbed and heard a cough and turned to see a small wet moth. A fragile thing so soaked by rain, his wings were too damp to fly again. So she turns around and she sees a moth. One moth. What do you think happens now? Do you think she invites the moth to tea? Do you think the moth will fly away? What do you think will happen? I don't know. Let's find out. She smiled and took a checkered cloth to cloak the frail and thankful moth. So he was all wet and she gave him a little towel. They talked and snacked on tea and pie until his tiny wings were dry. Then lifting him with tender care, she tossed him gently into the air so he could fly again. She didn't eat him at all. She dried him off and gave him snacks, and then she helped him get back to his home. She didn't eat him at all. They're all so scared for nothing. She didn't even eat them. Let's see what happens next. The moth told Ike, and Ike told May, who went from bug to bug to say, there's no reason to be scared. There's no reason for alarm. She never meant us any harm. So later on that afternoon, assembled in the dining room, 11 insects came to tea to share Miss Spider's courtesy. And there they are at the tea party. Because the moth went and told all his friends, she's not that bad. She's not going to eat you. She just wants to have tea with you. It's okay. And they all came for tea. And they found out that Miss Spider was not that bad. 12 tender violets in a vase presented at Miss Spider's place. Set by her chair so neatly spun, she munched the blossoms one by one. Her friends were glad to watch her feast upon the floral centerpiece. So she's eating they brought her flowers and she ate them. It was a great relief to see. She ate just flowers and drank just tea. That means she didn't eat them. Miss Spider's reputation grew. Before too long, our hostess knew each bug who crawled or hopped or flew, and all their lovely children too, because she proved to them she wasn't going to eat them, that she liked to eat flowers. She didn't like to eat bugs. And they're all so happy, and she became friends with every single bug in the whole house. And that is the end of the story. And there she is. Miss Spider's Tea Party. Read by Ami. I hope you liked it. And I hope you laughed. It's interesting, wasn't it? So I'll read to you more if you want it. Just let me know. Send me a video and say, Ami, we want more stories. I can't wait to send you more. I love you and I miss you a lot. And I can't wait to see you soon, especially when you come to Thailand. It's going to be so fun. Be ready. All right. Ami loves you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.